All right, I'm going to try to explain finding the factor in a different way than what I've done so far. 4 times what equals 2? This multiplication symbol, you can sometimes think of as groups of. 4 groups of what equals 2? Or what plus what plus what plus what equals 2? If you look here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 things added together to equal 2. And that's another way to read this expression here. 4 times what equals 2? Or what 4 times is 2? Now, as a drawing, I could have 2 holes, 1, 2. This rectangle represents 1, and this rectangle represents 1. If I split this into 4 parts, what would each part be worth? Well, if this whole rectangle is 1, and I split it in half, each part would be worth a half. So 1 half plus 1 half plus 1 half plus 1 half equals 2, and that makes sense. Because 1 half plus 1 half is 1, and 1 half plus 1 half is 1, and 1 plus 1 equals 2. So here's another example. I have 6 times what equals 18. Now I'm going to rewrite this in a new way. I'm going to say 6p equals 18. And what that means is 6 times p equals 18. When I have a number next to a letter, it just means multiplication. So 6 times what equals 18? Now, to find this, I want to know what 1p is equal to. So, to find 1p, what I do in this case is what I would divide by 6. What is 6 divided by 6? 6 divided by 6 is just equal to 1. Now, whatever I do to the left side, I must also do to the right side. 18 divided by 6 equals 3. So another way you can think about these problems, for example, if I had 4 times what equals 20, I could think 4 times r equals 20. And I need to find what 1r is equal to. And I divide by the number that gives me 1r, because I know that 4 divided by 4, or any number divided by itself, is just equal to 1, and it leaves me with 1r. And whatever I do to the left side of the equation, I must also do to the right side. And 20 divided by 4 equals 5. All right, the last little trick I'm going to show you is simplifying fractions. Let's say I have 18 over 24, and I need to simplify it. One way to do that is to find all my common factors of 18, which are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. 18 times 1 is 18, 2 times 9 is 18, and 3 times 6 is 18. And for 24, I have 1 times 24, I have 2 times 12, I have 3 times 8, and I have 4 times 6. So those are my other factors of 24. Now, with simplifying, I want to find the greatest common factor, meaning the biggest number that they both share, and they both share a 6. Now, let's look at what actually happens. They both share a 6, so I know the greatest common factor is 6. So 6 times 3 equals 18, and 6 times 4 equals 18, right? Now, like we saw in that last slide, what is 6 divided by 6? 6 divided by 6 is just equal to 1. So what am I left with? I'm just left with this other piece of 3 over 4, and that's how I know that it's 3/4. One trick you can do to make it more clear is to actually create it as a multiplication in your numerator and denominator and just see that you're dividing 6 divided by 6. And we know that any number divided by itself is 1. So 18 over 24 simplified is 3 over 4.